Ski poles can be used in many ways. Mastering each variation so they can become habitual is essential for the ski racer. There is a pole plant that coincides with an edge set, a pole swing that mimics the center mass moving down the hill, a pole touch after edge change, a double pole plant, an outside arm clear, an inside arm clear, and the pole can be used as an outrigger during the turn.
It's important that every athlete knows how to pole plant. Though they may not plant their pole every turn, there may be a pole swing, a pole tap. It's a critical skill to have.
Obviously, poles can assist the skier in many ways. The skier needs to master each of these varieties to the extent that when needed, the most appropriate pole use is unconsciously and habitually employed. The pole action must be independent of the skiing action. Skiing is performed with the skis, poles assist, and allow the skier to push their limits further than if their hands were empty. Pole plant, the word plant, implies a very immediate or even abrupt event. And indeed, a pole plant that coincides with an edge set is immediate and abrupt, as it is timed with an edge set. A pole plant that is timed with the edge set in ski racing is usually an emergency use only event. It is found when the course is tight, very offset, and usually on steep sections. Often the skier's line gets uncomfortably low, as when the gates stack up and rhythm is extremely altered. The abrupt edge set that is coincident with the pole plant is after the fall line. This creates a less than optimal groove in the snow, which makes it more of a braking maneuver. The good news is that the skier is still on course. The edge set breaks the turn rhythm, but allows the skier to maintain some semblance of line. One purpose is to help stabilize the body. The objective is to not get any lower on the skiing line, cut the losses, and then get on with business. Arm carriage and pole presentation are important to assist with the upper body's stabilization. The ski pole is planted at an angle downhill such that it creates a line of action from the snow, up the pole and through the arm, ending with the torso. The pole plant provides maximum stability when the ski pole and arm are in line. The firmness from the pole plant is then transferred up the pole through the arm, resulting in stability for the upper body. Lining up the pole and arm is the strongest position. If the elbows are carried out wider than the hands, this line of action will have a curve and be less efficient. The pole can also be used to time edge release and assist with the body moving down the hill. The center mass and pole shaft moving in unison. This results in a pole touch, as braking and upper body stabilization are not needed. When skiing the tightest line, the gates are cleared with the outside pole. The pole guard or shaft is held about shoulder height with arm flexed, with the ski pole shaft almost horizontal with the snow. The arm is held stable without any punching or extension at gate contact. After gate clear and the ski edges start to change, the hands are brought back to an athletic posture. This rotates the ski pole shaft to a more vertical attitude, allowing it to touch the snow as needed. The ski pole touch can provide spatial awareness or offer balance assistance. A double pole plant, or pole swing, can also be used with the same mechanics: edge release, pole swing, and body moving down the hill. The difference is both poles are swung downhill. This provides an additional stimulus for the body attempting to move downhill.
It's important to know that if your upper body's quiet and if you're getting the right amount of edge angle, the gate's going to meet your hand naturally. You're just going to naturally get the right amount of edge angle and get your upper body inside the gate enough for your hand to meet the gate perfectly, unless you're really out of balance. In general, when you're pole planting in slalom, it's really quick, so sometimes you might even miss the pole plant. But the general idea is that you block the gate on your way to the pole plant. So pole plant's just a flick of the wrists, you block the gate, plant, block, plant. It's really, really simple. You want to make sure that you just keep your arms here, hands here, block the gate, plant your pole. Really easy flick of the wrist.
An inside arm clear refers to the arm that is on the innermost part of the turn. From an athletic arm carriage, the arm sweeps away the gate with the forearm. It then immediately returns back to a skiing posture. The inside arm clear should also be used for those situations where either due to course set or a miscalculation in line, the skier ends up with more lateral distance than normal. If the outside arm clear were the only skill the athlete possessed, the risk of reaching and overleaning into the gate would result in them losing their outside ski snow contact. An inside arm can also be used in the second gate of a flush. This is the same arm that cleared the first gate. The sequence during the 3-gate flush is outside, inside, outside arm. All the same arm. The arm is normally repositioned back to an athletic arm posture after gate clear. One difference is in skiing a flush. The pole clears the gate, but since the next gate comes very fast, the pole is held up without the sweeping motion or going back to the normal arm carriage attitude. Lastly, elite ski racers can be seen sometimes using their ski pole, pole guard, or hand as an outrigger. This is not a tactic or even a technique. It is the consequence of their extreme edge angles. Mechanically, it is not any different from dragging a ski pole. It provides kinesthetic awareness and affords balance compensation. Ideally, the skier should strive to achieve their balance from the snow up, meaning that the ankles, then the knees, then the hips, and so on are the primary lines of engagement for balance achievement. This outrigger is the last line of defense when balance is challenged and should be employed only as the last option or strategy. It is tempting to mimic World Cup ski racers with their hand on the snow. It must be pointed out that the World Cup ski racer's hand is on the snow after or as a result of edging from the lower body. The problem arises when the hand movement toward the snow is used as an edging mechanism to achieve edge angle. The outrigger is a result of extreme edge angles, not the result of reaching the hand toward the snow to be used as a crutch. It is not the impetus or method for achieving edging. A coach should not endorse his outrigger any more than a coach would promote dragging a ski pole. Pole use is important. It permits the ski racer to ski closer to the gate while affording them more options to line while increasing their personal balance window.